Welcome to Middle East Minute by Al Monitor. From our studio in New York, I'm Adam Lucente. Here are the headlines we're looking at across the region. Today is Friday, July 17th, 2026. Iran attacked a water desalination and electricity plant in Kuwait, causing damage to the facility, per local authorities. Such sites were targeted in Kuwait before the April ceasefire, but this is the first time the infrastructure was hit during the recent escalation between the United States and Iran. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, said it targeted weapons depots and launchers in Kuwait, U.S. radar in Oman, and a U.S. command center in Syria. This marks the first time Iran has targeted Syria, which has remained largely unaffected during the war. Iranian state media did threaten Syria in April, claiming U.S. military advisors were staying in a Damascus hotel. Syrian authorities have yet to comment on the Iranian claim on Friday. Iran pulled out of Syria in late 2024 with the collapse of the Assad regime, and new President Ahmed Ashara has condemned the Iranian attacks on Arab states, but is not party to the war. The U.S. military withdrew from Syria in April as part of a drawdown following continued success against the Islamic State. Iranian strikes since the renewed fighting began earlier this month have largely focused on Kuwait, Bahrain, and Jordan. Oman was targeted at least once before Friday during the recent escalation. Iran is seeking to manage the Strait of Hormuz with Oman, and Muscat has sought a mediator role in the conflict. For its part, the U.S. military carried out a sixth straight night of attacks on Iran, targeting coastal air defense sites, logistics infrastructure, and maritime capabilities into Friday morning local time, U.S. Central Command announced. A U.S.-Iraq business forum will take place in Washington on Friday during the final full day of Iraqi Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi's visit. Chamber of Commerce officials, Energy Secretary Chris Wright, Special Envoy to Iraq Tom Barrack, and others will attend. CNBC reported that BP, British Petroleum, and ConocoPhillips are expected to announce billions of dollars in investments at the event. Iraq is eager to boost oil production, as exports of the commodity remain responsible for the bulk of the federal budget, and develop its gas flaring capabilities in order to reduce energy dependence on Iran. Security remains the main challenge for American investors in Iraq, with corruption also posing difficulties. All this will be explored in an upcoming analysis by the host. Morocco and France agreed to explore plans to develop an electricity link during French Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu's visit this week. The plan would send renewable energy from Morocco to France via an undersea connector, and could add an energy dimension to the expanding economic ties between the two countries. Read the explainer by Al Monitor's Sam Wendell for more. The World Cup final between Argentina and Spain on Sunday has divided fans in the region. Many in the Middle East are supporting Spain, given the country's support for Palestinians, and the Palestinian Authority and the Iranian government have both issued social media posts to this end. Madrid recognized a Palestinian state in 2024, and some players on the team have expressed such support. Much of the discourse in the region has focused on Argentine superstar Lionel Messi, who has traveled to Israel. He has largely stayed away from politics, however, and is still beloved by many in the region, despite the perceived Israel connection. Local media reported celebrations of Argentina's semi-final win against England in the Hezbollah stronghold of Dahia in Beirut this week. For more on this, keep an eye out for an upcoming piece by Al Monitor's Rosaline Carroll. Thanks for listening to Middle East Minute. For the links to these stories and to keep up with headlines from across the region, visit almonitor.com and subscribe to Middle East Minute on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, I'm Adam Lucente.